The golden rule is simple. It's Jesus: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay, a beautiful, a fundamental expression of how you should treat others. And the, I don't know if you've seen in a church or other house of worship, there's a poster with versions of the golden rule in different religious traditions. One of the most famous, beautiful formulation by Hillel, the Jewish scholar: that which is hateful to you, do not do unto others. That is the whole of Torah. The go study. The rest is commentary. Go study. So it's a negative formulation. That which is hateful to you, don't do. Um, and I cite one book that found examples of the golden rule. And by the way, that poster with all the different versions, you can find them in, like, it cites the golden rule in Buddhism and Hinduism, in smaller traditions like Jainism. Okay, which is lovely, but you won't find on that poster the African versions, which always just sort of irritated me. Like, why is that? But so this, I found this book that claims to have found 26 versions of the golden rule in 26 other faith traditions around the world. Looking up and going to the end notes of that book, that also leaves out the African versions.
Did you ever figure out, or do you have suspicion of why
I
the
have
African versions have been left out of the discussion?
Well, let me give you some examples of the one in particular that I found. I'm sure I missed a few, but I found at least 7 African expressions of the golden rule. One is beautiful. It's from Madagascar. It's if you know what hurts yourself, you know what hurts others. The same idea, that's expressed a little differently, different flavor. If you know what hurts yourself, it's the same exercise of the imagination as to how it would feel to another person. The same concept. One of my Malagasy contributors said, her name was Melody Ramanandra. I love that name. Um, um, she said the word in Malagasy is pinch, right? And this one is used with children, which to me, once I heard that, I hear the proverb as a mother's warning. Don't pinch somebody. You know what a pinch feels like. That's exactly what it sounded like to me. But and so many of these are used with children because you're trying to shape them and prepare them for life. Um, but it's another expression of the golden rule. It's a beautiful one. I mean, and there are others, and I don't know why. I mean, I just felt like we should. Why don't we know this? Why don't we all know more about this? Your excellent question is like, why am I? Why is it the case that we don't know more about these? And I wondered, is it sort of preference for comparing written tradition to written tradition,
Okay.
and relegating Proverbs to, oh, that's just folklore, you know, if it's not written. That might play a part, to be honest. Um, is it because they're not per se religious?
Okay.
You can read these proverbs, enjoy these proverbs, share these proverbs without, as a Christian, as a Muslim, as a Jewish person, or as a person of no particular religion. Most of these proverbs are not associated with a specific religion or
Yeah, but
religion.
to me, that's the magic of it.
Isn't it? Isn't
It
it?
is.
But in traditional African cultures, as in many traditional cultures around the world, um, religion was not relegated to a separate part of life, a separate domain. It was integrated into everything. So that it goes without saying, and that's why a lot of these proverbs are compatible.